Hello, sorry for being a little bit late. I've just heard about OBS, so I've spent, well, I'll say just about 5:30, 6 o'clock, so I've been having a little bit of a play around with this and yeah, coming to a little bit of issues with it. So, bear with me because I'm just trying to set up everything just to make sure everything is right, so it's going to be a little bit all over the place today. Just want to get things set up, so I do apologise. I have got the stream on my phone I'm listening to at the moment just to make sure that you can hear things, so there will be some changes, so I do apologise. I'm just getting used to it all. So yeah, as I've done, hopefully you saw my message. Hopefully you saw my message earlier on in the day with regards to me not being active for a couple of months. It's been a very busy period. This little fella. Oh, come here, Luke. Oh. This little fella has been a big worry for us. He's currently 15.9 kilos and he should be around 20 to 25, just over a year old, bless him. He's had a peg tube fitted to help him with eating, but there's other stuff going on as well with him, bless him. So yeah, we've had a lot of investigations for him, a lot of trying to figure out what's going on, kind of trying to get to the bottom of what's going on, so that's part of the reason why. And then work has just been busy as well, taking on a lot more work. So yes, right, so I'm not going to go on for long tonight, just going to be doing some work with getting things set up. So okay, looks like that's all working now. I hope so. So I have already started with the main book itself. I kind of started the plot already, and then that kind of turned to the book. So I've just started this. I'm just getting used to OBS, so anybody who's watching this, I do apologise that it just seems a little bit over the shop. So yeah, so kind of not really done too much over the past couple of months. Kind of got some ideas in my head, written them down. I kind of know where I'm going to go with the start of the book, and I know kind of the lore behind the book itself. So the first scene, I've already got the first scene kind of typed up. It's a first draft really. I need to go back into that and make it better, because reading back through it doesn't sound the best. But I've got the basics there of what I want. So the prologue as it says there, it's water wizard dies. It's a natural death. There's kind of, it's like a big scene where she's kind of in a back garden and there's going to be a stream flowing through. This water wizard is a female. Not that it all matters too much. I'm not quite sure the next water wizard, whether it's going to be female or male, how they're going to be introduced. I've got an idea, but then again, I've kind of gone between a few different ideas, so we'll see how that goes. So the water wizard dies. It's a natural death. The scene's in the back garden. There's a crowd of people. It's going to be a very somber, sad, very somber and sad setting, environment. Can't think of the word in a minute. So that's kind of that. I don't want to really go into too much detail at present, because this literally is just going to be the basic plot for the book. So scene 1, which again, or chapter 1 should I say. Chapter 1, I've already kind of written that out, needs changing a little bit. But again, it's just the first draft, and as time goes on, I'll obviously do a second draft and make it all better. So chapter 1 is based in Castle. Now, I have got some character creation. I do have, you can't see it on the screen at the moment. I've not set it up in OBS, but I will get there at some point, so don't worry. So, I think, if I remember correctly, it was called Castle Garbett. So the main royal family in the series is going to be, their surname is going to be Garbett. I don't know where I got the name from, just came to my head. So yeah. So in the first chapter, I've got the king leaving a meeting room or round table with advisors. He has an argument with the Earth Wizard, and his name is Hamlin. So the argument is surrounding the king's son. So basically this kind of this argument that they have is Hamlin, so the king is sending his son on an errand It was going to be originally to find the new Earth Wizard, the new Water Wizard. Sorry. However, I've been thinking about it, and I'm not 100% sure that I want that to be the case. And I'm thinking of introducing a bandit camp nearby, where so originally the son was going to try and find the Water Wizard, and then he was going to be kind of surrounded and captured, or the Water Wizard had already gone missing. But I'm moving away from that idea and thinking now that I might go with a bandit camp nearby. Whether that's to either try and arrest the bandit leader, or whether it's to negotiate with them, I'm not sure. But that's why we are doing the plot. So the King's Son going on an errand, and Hamlin wanting to join. Which the king is against. I won't go into too much detail anyway with that. So that is pretty much where that chapter ends. As I said, I'm not going to go too much detail into that. So, where am I going to go with the book? Right, I did have an idea where Hamlin searches for the son. I should add that this is the younger son. So the king has two sons. An elder one who's kind of more mature. He's very, as you would expect a prince to be. And then you've got the younger son, who's a little bit immature, a bit of a Jack the lad, wants to go around and just drinking in pubs and inns and whatnot. So this kind of errand is to try and give that younger son some responsibility and help him to mature. So he searches for the younger son, finding him in the inn called the Three-Legged Mare. So I've already made there's already some lore surrounding the Three-Legged Mare, and So basically, the three-legged mare, it's a tale from when the world was kind of being overtaken by, or being kind of destroyed by, the four elements. So the kind of law of the book is going to be that the world was created by four elements: earth, fire, water and air, and then they each had they built the world, each having their own kind of individual areas that most suited those, and then they kind of had an argument, so then they split up that world into four different continents, which is more suited to their element. And then over time, obviously, animals and humans grew, or they created animals and humans to populate the world, because they were getting a bit bored and fed up of everything, and everything was going great. And then there was this big falling out between the elementals, and they all tried to take control, or they all tried to take control of the world, which resulted in wars between humans and the elementals. And this is where Castle Garbett was made from. So Castle Garbett was made as a kind of defence for the Garbett family against the elementals, as they fought against them. So that's going to be the earth elemental, and then the three-legged mare, the inn, is named after an incident or something that happened within that kind of war, that kind of battle. So if I can try and find let me try and find the law. So the initial king, Garbett, his name was Rucklo, and during the war with the Earth Elemental, they were losing, and he needed more support from a nearby faction. Obviously, during that battle, he needed all of his knights, all of his horses, all of his cavalry to be available in the fight. However, they had a horse that was injured and that was just tied up, and it was a three-legged mare. So Rucklo decided to send a messenger during the battle, and there is a kind of poem that bards will often recite within the inns around the land, and it goes: Rucklo, Rucklo, how clever is he, sent out a horse with legs of three. The mare she ran as fast can be, the man atop a sight to see. A battle is coming, send men I ask thee, and send them in haste, was Rucklo's decree. As the mare did arrive, the guard mocked with glee, never have I seen a horse such as she. The man he did think, I have little time free to listen to jokes they make about me. The man did relay what was asked upon he, and an army was raised, they set Rucklo free. Rucklo, oh Rucklo, how clever is he, for sending that horse which only had three. So that's kind of a little poem that I've made for that little bit of lore there. I don't know when I'm going to fit that in. to the book itself. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of history about the inn within the city, or the castle of the city. I don't know if it's going to be one big castle with walls surrounding the whole city, or whether it's going to be a castle with the walls and then the city outside of it. I've not got that deep into it yet. But yeah, so Hamlin searching for the young son, finds him in the inn called the Three-Legged Mare. Relays the message from the king of an errand to be ran. As I say, I'm not sure what the errand's going to be at the moment. The son is worse for wear. Don't drink. Is that how you spell worse for wear? Who knows? I'll find it at some point. Too much mail. And he's sent back to quarters to sober up and ready himself for the mission. That's probably, I don't know if that's going to go into chapter 1 or whether this is going to be a chapter in itself. Not sure. But hey ho. Right, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Just because I've got some other stuff I need to do at home. As I say, I will be back streaming more regularly now. The streams are probably going to be more like this whilst the channel grows. You know, putting the backstory in and whatnot. Putting the backstory in, creating more of the lore around the book itself, and then as time goes by, then I will create more in-depth stuff. So one of the plans that I want to do is create a map which I kind of know the software that I want to use, but at the moment it's just finances, because if I'm going to use it for the book I need to get the license for it, and that's a small price to pay each month, which hopefully next month I can get that set up, or maybe the month after, depends on how far we get with the book really. But yeah, so thank you all for joining me. I'm going to be having a little play around with OBS a little bit more, just to make sure that I know how to use this properly. Over the weekend as well, I'm going to be changing the room around a little bit as well. So this is kind of a spare bedroom where I've got quite a few things in. You see some gym equipment. I've got some model stuff as well. So I just need to better organise and give it a bit of time. It's a bit of a just dumping a little bit of stuff in here as well. So that's my plan over the weekend. Hopefully I should be streaming Saturday morning, probably around 9 o'clock in the morning, or it'll be Friday evening, but either way I'll be streaming then, and we'll have a little bit more time on creating the plot. Spend more time just having to think about where it's going to go from here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon, Friday or Saturday.